Hello ladies and gentlemen. I am still very much enjoying having something else pick my makeup for me. So if you follow me on Instagram, which you can find right here, you would have seen that I posted some polls to have you guys help me pick my makeup. And yes, I know this is a very old thing that's been done over and over again, but I want to do it too, so let's get to it. First thing first, I'm going to apply my primer. Now the first thing I let you guys vote on is if you want me to use a liquid foundation or a cream foundation. And liquid foundation won with a whopping 59%. I've mostly been using this Revolution cream foundation the last while, so I think this one won because you guys just want to see me mix it up again. But I only have like this much liquid foundation in a little sample pot. This is all I have left, so I might just as well finish it today. This is the matte clay foundation from the Body Shop that I used a while ago. I was gonna toss out the tube and then I looked at it and saw there was still so much in it. So I cut it open and put all of it into this little sample container I use when I do makeup in random places. And I did go out and buy myself a new liquid foundation because my stick foundation is running out. But I'm not gonna use that yet because I want to finish all the scraps I've left as opposed to just throwing them out or just letting them sit in my makeup collection. So this is a good thing. Plus I always threaten to do a wear test before I start using a new foundation. And with that stick foundation I just showed you, I did the wear test when I realized I was running out. So this time I'm gonna wait until I can do a wear test before I start using the new one. But let me know what foundation you prefer. Do you prefer a liquid foundation or a cream foundation? And why? I wanted to try cream foundation after only using liquid ones because I heard they're quicker to apply and have fuller coverage, which, you know, I did not find that was the case. They actually took longer for me and the foundation coverage was pretty much the same. But the liquid ones can be thin and smell stronger if they're scented and all that jazz. So let me know which one is your favorite. For concealer, I'm going in with this ColourPop one, which I'm almost out of. I only have liquid concealer, unfortunately, so I didn't have you guys vote on that. But I did have you guys vote on what type of contour I should do. Should I do a cream contour or a powder contour? Typically, I don't contour that much. It's something I've gotten into more recently. But I usually just use powder contour because I got the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette for my birthday and was like, heck, I might just as well try it. I do have a cream contour. Such risky business, you put on too much and there's nowhere to blend it, so I just kind of avoid it. And it seems most of you agree with me because 70% of you guys voted you wanted me to do a powder contour. Before that, I obviously have to set my face so that the powder can move over the powder smoothly and doesn't stick to the wetness of my face with a liquid foundation. And as I said, I'm going to be using this pretty thing. Even though I don't have a contour brush anymore, if you watch my vlogs, you would have seen the dogs broke in here when we weren't here and chowed my one and only contour brush. So I'm going to show you how to use a blending brush. You pick up the shade you want to contour with and you place it right in the line where you want it. This is quite precise as opposed to being able to blend with a fluffy brush. So, you know, kind of make sure where you put it because you don't get to blend as far. And then I'm going to just apply it on my forehead a bit, here on your cheeks, which are like the must contour areas, here a little bit on my jaw. And I'm going to use a different brush to put it on my nose. Now with small circular motions, you just buff that line upwards. And I don't mind getting this on my blending brush. I typically use brown colors on it in anyways as transition shades. I just make sure to brush it off properly before I actually start applying it to my face because I don't want to apply like orange as a contour. And then you can go over with either your kabuki brush or your beauty blender. So overall it does work, it's just a bit more effort than if you use an actual contouring brush. Onto brows, you guys voted that you wanted me to do thick brows and that won with 55%. So it was a pretty close call between thick and thin brows. So get ready for some dark, popping brow action. To make them thicker, I'm kind of just going to swoop it more straight here to kind of fill in here where I tweeze my brows. Now tell me, do you browse through here often? Bad puns aside, I had you guys pick between blush and blush. And basically this one is a pinky blush where this one is a rosy blush. And this one is shattered, unfortunately, which is why I got the rosy one in the first place. I had you guys vote on which one you want me to use and you guys voted for this one. The rosy blush that won with 74%. This is the blush I've been loving most recently, so I am a-okay with this decision. And now that I'm applying blush, it looks like this cheek is contoured higher than this cheek. but there's nothing I can do about it now. I'm just gonna leave it. It is part of trying to contour with a brush that's not made for contouring. Now for highlighter, I'm sure you all know by now that I use this palette for highlighter. My favorite is this rose gold pink type of highlight. I think it's super cute and I love using it, as is apparent by the dent in it. And then I also use this golden one right next to it. So I had you guys choose between this one and this one. I didn't really give the bottom four as an option because I don't really use them unless I'm using them as eyeshadow, so I don't use them as highlighter. So I went with these two. And it's good to see that you guys agree with me on my favorites because 81% of you voted for this one. So I'm gonna pick up this tapered pencil brush and I'm gonna use it to apply this in the inner corners of my eyes because I'm always gonna apply some highlight there to just open up and brighten up my eyes. Even though after I do my eyeshadow, I might still go back, apply some more or a different color. I'm also going to apply it underneath my brows, even though there's a little less space than usual there because we have brow powder going on today. It's gonna go on my Cupid's bow. Oh, that shimmer though. Gonna go on the bridge of my nose with some strong contour going on there and a bit on the tip of my nose too, to make it look all cute. And with my finger, a little bit's gonna go here on my cheeks. Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna seal it all in with some setting spray before going on to the eyeshadow. So when it came to the eyeshadow, I gave you guys a bunch of options to give you guys as much control as possible. So firstly, I asked if you wanted an easy or a complex look in terms of, do you want it to be like 20 steps or only 2 steps? And 62% of you guys voted for something complex. So we're in for a long one today. I then let you choose between a smoky eye and a halo eye, and 52% of you guys went for a halo eye, which is my favorite type, so I'm okay with that too. I then let you vote for warm toned or cool toned, and 69% of you guys went for warm toned, which is your default, so I'm not really surprised that's what people chose. And then I also let you guys vote for dark colors or for bright colors, and you guys voted for bright colors with 69% as well. So I have to do a complex halo eye with bright warm tones. And then the last thing I'll let you guys choose regarding the eyeshadow is if I should use a high-end palette or a more affordable palette. And after all the polling has been in, 54% of you guys voted for something more affordable, which thank goodness, I don't think I have a lot of too bright colors in my more expensive palette. They tend to be on the nude dash shimmer side of things. And now I get to play with this puppy. And this one has all the colors, of which, yeah, a big chunk of them actually are cool toned. So I'm gonna be in the red pink section today. I also have these 3 palettes. This one is a bit more on the nude side of things. It's not the most vibrant color palette, so unfortunately not today. This one has a few nice pink colors that can be used for blending. This has a few fun orange shades in it. And then this one brings home the shimmers. But I want to be hot pink, so we're starting with this one, with this color right here. I'm using a smaller blending brush and I'm kind of going to shape the eye the way I want it to be so that I have a map to work with all the other shades. I'm taking the color out following the line of my lower lash line for the most part until I hit my crease, which is here, the upper part of my crease, and then I drag it more into my crease on the outer third of my eye to just have the pink there for now. I'm using a flat shader to kind of just pack the color on and get it a bit more vibrant. I'm then going to be going in with this orange color called Supercharge from the Pretty Incredible palette by Revolution Makeup. And I'm going to be washing it right here on top of the pink to start a blend. So I'm kind of tapping it and flicking it upwards. That color does not show up on camera at all, but trust me, it's there. I'm also going to inch this color in to my crease even further to kind of shape out where I want the rest of the look to go. Nothing? You don't see it at all? While I have it out, I'm going to put this all on my lower lash line to get that warm color going throughout, because there ain't nothing like a pale orange to make sure it's a warm toned look you've got going. I then dusted off this brush and I'm going to go in with yellow to blend that orange. And I'm going right up against my brow, using all the space that's available to me. The yellow is also going to go underneath right here at the bottom to make sure the orange blends here as well. And it kind of fades it into the pink. I'm dragging the yellow all the way underneath the pink too. You might have noticed this is not how I usually do a halo eye, which is because I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. But I do know what's on the outside has to happen on the inside. So I'm going to be picking up some more of that hot pink on a flat shader brush. I'm gonna be carefully stamping it on in here, making sure I make it even on both sides. I'm kind of dragging it in a straight line now, so I don't have to shape it again later. I don't want to blend it too much into the orange. Just kind of want to apply it right where I want it and kind of make it brighter as I go along. Something like that. I'm taking the smallest touch right here on the outer part, just to include some pink in the lower lash line. Now I do want to darken it up a bit, add some dimension to this pink I got going on, but purple, in my opinion, is a cool toned color, so I'm gonna have to do that with some reds. I also have some warm dark browns that I can use. I'd say this palette has a pretty warm toned brown, so I'm gonna work very carefully and I'm gonna work it into the outer corner to just add some dimension to this pink, make it a bit darker. But I don't want to make this too dark. I don't want to risk making this a dark toned look. The whole point is you guys voted for something brighter and I feel that might just be muddy already. Let's go for an even smaller brush like this one that I used for the orange, with a precise point that I can use to dig right in there. So you make it a bit darker, and then I'm gonna have to go over it with a pink again. That already looks a lot more like a halo eye to me because it created a bit of that round shape that one is used to when it comes to this thing. Now I'm a little stuck with what to do in the middle because it has to be warm toned, but I feel like yellow is warm toned, yellow is warm toned. I can use yellow, I already used yellow. I am gonna try and apply some yellow in the middle here with my finger and see how I feel about that. I was thinking of going in with some golds because golds are typically warm toned, but I wasn't really feeling that. I didn't think that a warm gold color was gonna bring this together the way I wanted to, so hey, let's try this yellow. Okay, that's cute. That kind of brings the lower lash line and the yellow I used to blend together with the rest of the look. So I'm gonna make sure I have this on bright enough. Just layer it on a bit with my finger. I'm not a fan of things you have to apply with your finger, to be very honest. I'd rather just stick to shadows you apply with a brush. In other words, if you have to apply with your finger, I'm not gonna like it because I'm just gonna use it with a brush, and then people are gonna be like, oh no, but you use your finger, and I'm gonna be like, I don't care because I don't like it. I'm wiping a bit of what's left right here on the inner part of my lower lash line to just get that yellow brighter and to tie it in a bit more. And then I'm gonna go to my Carly Bible palette, which has a vibrant type of pink here, and kind of mix it with this pink a little bit, this highlighter I love, and then use that to blend the edges. So it's kind of a sparkly transition between the yellow and that hot pink. We're gonna go right into the inner corner with that yellow as well, because I am feeling this yellow all over the place. And then that, ladies and gentlemen, is a halo eye. So, what's next? I had you guys vote on if I'm allowed to apply eyeliner or not. And I love eyeliner, it's one of my favorite things. I feel no look is complete without eyeliner. So when I was watching this, I was stressed out about it because it was like 50-50 most of the time, and I wanted it to be like 80-20, not 50-50. But wings ended up winning with 57%, which I'm still happy because I get to apply them, but that is a close call, you guys, okay? I'm not gonna say anything about the type of wing I want. It's gonna turn out however it turns out. Look how a wing just brings it all together. It is itching right where the wet eyeliner is and I can't touch it. And I'm trying so hard to ignore it. Those wings are not even, but practice will make them perfect someday. I'm gonna take a black eyeliner to create some definition between the bright colors on my lower lash line and the white of my eye, but only like about halfway. I don't want it black all the way in. So I'm gonna put it here and tight line at least this outer portion. While I give that eyeliner a few moments to dry, I'm going to move on to my lips, which of course I had you guys vote on too. And I had you guys vote between a nude lip and a colorful lip. And 63% voted for a colorful lip. So I guess we're going to Pink Town today. I'm going to be using this NYX lip liner and lining my lips. And you know what? I think the reason why everything turned out so pink today is because even though you're only seeing this later, it is currently Valentine's week. As in the week in which Valentine's Day is. Valentine's Day is Friday, and I didn't record a makeup look for it actually. Don't know if you can hear a word I'm saying. I recorded a video of where my boyfriend and I made cake. And I'm uploading that on Valentine's Day because it was a fun couples activity. And baking is something I love doing on my own, something I love doing with someone I love. So I definitely recommend y'all try baking together. It's a fun thing to do because if it works out, yeah, you got good cookies. If it doesn't work out, it's funny and you get to eat the cookie batter. There ain't just no losing here as long as you don't burn anyone's house down. So that's why I'm uploading that. But I am being inspired by all the pink and reds I'm seeing on Instagram for Valentine's Day that I just had to slap the brightest pink I could find on my face. Not that I would call this a Valentine's Day look, even though if you want to wear it to Valentine's Day, you do you can wear whatever you want to. But I am actually going to be wearing orange on Valentine's Day, so I don't think pink is the best idea in terms of makeup. Anyways, no, this might look like a nude lip, but I'm not doing a nude lip, I'm doing a pink lip. I'm using this Mega Slicks Balm Stain by Wet n Wild in the color Made You Pink, and it kind of needs a nude base because it's very sheer, so this way it actually looks like a lipstick. And I get to load it on until I'm pink. I'm also gonna add a bit of this Velvet Matte Lipstick number 3 by Essence, and my lips are very pink right now, but I feel next to the bright pink eyeshadows, it just doesn't look that pink, which yay me, it means the eyeshadow is quite bright. And speaking of bright things, look at that highlight though, it's been popping this whole time. So, colorful lip, check. The last thing I had you guys vote on for me, oh no, not the last thing, the second last thing, okay, is I had you guys vote on if you want big fluffy lashes or natural lashes. And I was very surprised to see that you guys voted for natural lashes. Or at least 52% of you guys did, so it was a very close call. But now that my eyeliner's dry, I'm gonna curl my lashes and then apply some mascara like I would do on an ordinary day and not load it on because you guys want it to look natural and not fluffy. Even though you may argue curling your lashes is not a natural thing. But it is to me, because 5-minute makeup challenge or not, which is where I learned this about myself, I gotta curl my lashes. It's a must. But the answer is no, I don't curl my lashes if I'm not wearing makeup or anything. I don't just curl my lashes and leave, I only do that if I'm actually gonna apply mascara. In case someone was gonna ask about that. Now for the real last thing I had you guys vote on. I had you guys vote on if you want my hair up like this or in a braid or something, or if you want me to wear it down. And 67% of you guys voted for me to wear my hair down. And I kind of just got out the shower and let it dry, so it ain't cute if I let it down. So I'm gonna straighten it, put some tunes on and all that. That's gonna get me copyrighted. So I will be back with straightened hair. And then this is the final result as per your request. My hair is down for the most part, but my hair is down. I got the bright eyeshadow, I got the warm tones, I got the affordable palettes, I got the bright lip, the thick brows, the liner, and everything in between. Everything you guys voted for, all on my face. So I hope you're happy with the final result, because I am. This is not something I necessarily would have tried otherwise, so I'm glad your input encouraged me to go in this direction. It's always fun to try something else, which is why I love having something else pick my makeup for me so much. It pushes me to see what I can actually do, and I learned something new and a new style that I can try and all that jazz. So I had a lot of fun, which means I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, and I hope I'll see you again next time. Bye!